Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video, I've got some great emulation news for you, and possibly some not so great. In this video, we're talking about Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo Switch, DOS, as well as Anbernic. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, yes, I'm still camping, yes, I'm enjoying myself and relaxing, and yes, Mrs. Sujano is here with me. She's actually at the beach right now enjoying the sun and the water, and I'm back at the campsite enjoying the shade. I'm a ginger, I burn, so I don't like being at the beach at all. And in fact, this is actually pretty nice right now. We're supposed to get some rain tonight, so I've got this canopy set up. Hopefully we'll block out some of the rain and we won't get soaked in the process. And if it is pouring tomorrow, maybe I can still record, or maybe I can't. We'll have to see. Anyways, we'll kick things off here talking about Nintendo 3DS emulation on Android with Citra MMJ. Now, for those who are unaware, Citra MMJ is a fork of Citra. It's designed for performance as opposed to emulation accuracy. As a result, it'll sacrifice emulation quality and, well, accuracy in the name of performance, hopefully getting you a few more frames per second and hopefully getting some games into a slightly more playable state. As a result, Citra MMJ tends to break things here and there, and that's the case with this latest update. So we did talk about this update in yesterday's video, and this update promised just a little bit more performance with the shader cache update. And apparently that did break quite a bit of things. A lot of people are reporting issues with this version of Citra. So at this point in time, I recommend downgrading to the previous version that was released about 19 days ago. So if you're looking for the most stable version of Citra, just pick it up from the Google Play Store. But if you're desperately trying to get certain games to work, then check out Citra MMJ. But be warned, it's not necessarily perfect and some releases do have issues, like the latest one. And speaking about latest updates, next up here we're talking about Nintendo Switch emulation on Android with Skyline. Yes, Skyline has another update. If you want to pick up Skyline, head to skyline-emu.1 and click on download. Don't pick it up anywhere else. Now, at the time of filming, the latest version of Skyline is version 1340. However, Skyline does have the tendency to drop multiple versions in the same day, so by the time you're watching this, you might already be on something like version 1342. Someone has TMNT, the Cowabunga collection, up and running at a solid 60 frames per second. Dragon Ball FighterZ is not yet playable, but it is getting in game. And someone's got BB Tag up and running at 56 frames per second in portrait mode. Next up here, we're talking about DOS emulation with DosBOX-X. DosBOX-X just got a brand new update. They've added in some new features, some improvements, and fixed a bunch of bugs. As always, I'll leave a link to the entire changelog in the description below, so feel free to check it out. One of the more notable additions here was the addition of 86 PCM support for PC98 emulation. And there's also a fix for OpenGL output options that weren't working in ARM versions of Windows, both 32 and 64-bit. Last up here, we're talking about Anbernic and the Win 600. For those that are unaware, the Win 600 is a Windows handheld device that has 8 gigs of RAM. And over on Anbernic's YouTube page, which I will link to in the description below, actually I'll link right to that video for you, Anbernic has just unveiled the new Win 600 Ultimate, and this one is in blue. The Ultimate has a bit of improved specs here. It's got 16 gigs of RAM instead of 8, and it has 1 terabyte of storage as opposed to 256 gigs. While the upgraded specs for this Win 600 Ultimate are a very welcome addition, getting double the RAM and way more onboard storage, there is still a bit of an issue here in regards to the RAM speed. It's only single channel RAM apparently as opposed to dual channel. The move to stick with single channel RAM has been a huge talking point in the retro gaming handheld community today, considering that is a source of a bottleneck. I've been doing my best to get my hands on a Win 600 to test out here, but on the plus side, if you're not happy with the Win 600 Ultimate specs, there might be a price drop to the standard Win 600. At least I'd expect so, considering it does have way less RAM and way less storage. We'll have to see. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. Let me know your thoughts about anything we talked about today in the comments below, because we did talk about quite a bit. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.